The Battle for Maplewood, a tale of justice over tyranny. The key refused to turn. After 3 tries, I stood on my porch, dumbfounded, my suitcase heavy in my hand. I'd just returned from a grueling 2-week business trip to London, jet-lagged and dreaming of my bed in Maplewood Estates, a tidy suburban enclave outside Atlanta. I'm Marcus Reynolds, a 52-year-old financial consultant who'd just sealed a deal that would secure my firm for years. But something was wrong, very wrong. Through the window, I saw shadows moving inside my house. Voices echoed. My pulse surged. Who was in my home? I dialed 911, but before the police arrived, the front door swung open. A family I'd never seen, white, middle-aged, with 2 kids, stared at me like I was a prowler. "Can we help you?" the man asked, his tone implying I was selling vacuums, not standing on my property. I dropped my bags, arms crossed. "This is my house. Who are you? And why are you in my living room?" Then she appeared. Evelyn Harper, the Maplewood Estates HOA president, a petite woman in a crisp navy blazer, clutching a clipboard like a scepter. Her gray eyes were cold, her smile tighter than her bond. "Mr. Reynolds," she said, my name sounding like an insult, "there's been a misunderstanding. As HOA president, I've addressed your abandoned property." "Abandoned?" I laughed, incredulous. "Evelyn, I've been gone 2 weeks for work. My lawn service was paid, my bills covered, and my neighbor was checking in." "What part of that screams abandoned?" She flipped through her clipboard, unfazed. Per HOA Rule 42C, properties left unattended for over 10 days without board notification are deemed abandoned. "We secured your home to maintain neighborhood standards." I stared, jaw tight. "You rented my house?" The family, the Wilsons, I'd later learn, shifted uncomfortably. Their teenage son gawked. Their daughter clung to her mother. "You had the nerve to rent my home while I was working overseas?" Evelyn sniffed. "An empty house lowers property values. The Wilsons needed temporary housing after a fire. Your home was vacant." "Because I was working." My voice boomed across Maplewood's manicured lawns. Neighbors' curtains twitched. "Good. Let them witness this." I pulled out my phone, showing emails, tickets, and receipts from London. "What I don't have is patience for this nonsense." Mr. Wilson stepped forward, apologetic. "Sir, we were told the owner defaulted. We paid rent to the HOA." "Rent? Not to me." I started recording. "This'll be great for my lawsuit," I said. Evelyn shrieked. "You can't record me." I smirked. "My property, my rules." The police arrived, reviewed my documents, and confirmed I was the homeowner. The Wilsons, mortified, began packing. I helped load their car. They were victims too. But Evelyn, she was a predator. That night, I changed my locks and began digging into Maplewood's HOA. What I found was a scam that would make a mob boss blush. At the county clerk's office, I uncovered 3 years of corruption. Evelyn had managed properties under pretenses, abandonment clauses, fake maintenance orders, aesthetic upgrades. Mrs. Leong, 78, had her rose garden bulldozed while visiting family in Beijing, only to find a similar garden at Evelyn's home. The Pattersons returned from a wedding to a $9,000 bill for unrequested landscaping by Evelyn's brother, Carl Harper. My case was her boldest move, renting my home to test a larger scheme targeting frequent travelers, especially minorities. Her color-coded spreadsheet ranked properties by enforcement priority. Names like mine topped the list. Evelyn's fatal flaw? She documented everything. Forged signatures, fake leases, coded emails about undesirable homeownership was a prosecutor's dream. I posted on Maplewood's Facebook page. "Has the HOA acted on your property without consent? Message me." My inbox exploded. The Carters were fined $600 for emergency tree trimming that benefited Evelyn's view. The Nguyen's faced penalties for a non-compliant cherry tree that was grandfathered in. Carl, drunk at a local bar, bragged about Evelyn's plan to rent 6 more homes, targeting those who can't afford lawyers. This wasn't just greed, it was personal. Evelyn saw people like me as outsiders in her perfect suburb. I spent 3 days building a case. Bank records, forged documents, emails dripping with bias. But I wanted more than a legal victory. Evelyn had humiliated me, violated my sanctuary. She'd learned what it felt like to lose control. I called it Operation Paper Trail. Step 1. A 50-page complaint to the State Attorney General detailing fraud, discrimination, and fiduciary breaches. Step 2. Exploiting the HOA charter. Evelyn had violated 25 statutes, including renting private property and faking abandonment rules. Article 10 required board members profiting from family contracts, like Carl's landscaping, to be removed. Step 3. An emergency HOA meeting. I sent certified letters to every resident, listing agenda items, unauthorized rentals, financial audits, and Evelyn's removal. Evelyn escalated, billing me $400 for rental management of my own home and fining me $500 for disrupting board authority. I added her notices to my evidence and shared them with neighbors. Calls poured in. Mrs. Dorsey's mailbox was moved for aesthetics. The Ramirezes were fined for their work van. Miss Thompson, a single mom, was harassed over her daughter's swing set until she removed it, breaking her child's heart. Evelyn targeted the vulnerable working families, the elderly, minorities knowing most couldn't fight back. The Saturday meeting was electric. The community center overflowed with nearly half of Maplewood's residents. Evelyn arrived late, clipboard in tow, her power suit screaming arrogance. I wasn't expecting such enthusiasm, she sneered, eyeing me. But we must address certain individuals spreading misinformation. I stood, holding a thicker folder. Evelyn, let's discuss inappropriate behavior like renting my home or targeting homeowners based on race. She snapped. You're out of order. I cited the charter, allowing urgent discussions on property rights. The room hushed. I laid out evidence. Bank transfers, Carl's contracts, emails, my fake lease. Mrs. Leong stood. She stole my rose garden and fined me for complaining. The Ramirezes shared their van fines. Ms. Thompson, voice breaking, described her daughter's swing set. Evelyn's clipboard shook. These are baseless attacks, she shrieked. I read my London receipts. Abandoned, Evelyn? That's called a job. The crowd erupted, sharing their stories. Evelyn's final mistake came when she yelled, Some of you need to learn your place here. The silence was deafening. She'd exposed her bias. I called for a vote to remove her. Hands shot up, even her allies turned. Evelyn stormed out, vowing revenge. Her empire was crumbling. The next week, Maplewood buzzed. My phone became a hotline for HOA victims. Mr. Patel revealed Carl's fake landscaping bills. A county clerk uncovered false liens Evelyn filed to intimidate dissenters. Her ally, Clara Benson, gave me recordings of Evelyn ranting about keeping Maplewood pure. Detective Laura Martinez called. In 20 years, I've never seen such evidence. She built the case against herself. Channel 6 aired HOA Tyranny, a suburban scandal, with footage of Evelyn measuring grass and berating residents. Her $90,000 fraud, fake contracts, and racial targeting went viral, trending as HOA tyrant. Evelyn's real estate firm suspended her. Carl, panicking, confessed to prosecutors, sealing her fate. The FBI opened a civil rights probe, citing her discriminatory pattern as a potential RICO violation. I filed a class action lawsuit with 37 plaintiffs, seeking millions for fraud, discrimination, and emotional distress. The county tax assessor audited Evelyn's unreported rental income. Her real estate license was revoked. Her insurance denied coverage for intentional crimes, leaving her liable for damages. On Friday, Detective Martinez confirmed 17 felony counts, fraud, extortion, and civil rights violations. Evelyn faced decades in prison. She showed up at my door, disheveled, pleading, Marcus, this has gone too far. I was protecting property values. I laughed. You stole my home and targeted my neighbors. The punishment fits the pattern. She left, defeated. 6 months later, in a packed courtroom, Judge Patricia Wong sentenced Evelyn to 4 years in federal prison, $900,000 in restitution, and 600 hours of community service at a tenants' rights clinic. The civil suit awarded $6.2 million, bankrupting her. Her mansion, cars, and savings were sold. Carl's business collapsed. He mowed lawns for minimum wage. Maplewood's new HOA board restored fairness, and property values soared. Ms. Thompson's daughter got a new swing set. Mrs. Liang's garden became a community gem. 5 years on, Maplewood thrives. My firm, Reynolds Solutions, consults nationwide on compliance. The Maplewood Legal Fund has helped 400 families fight HOA abuse. I married civil rights lawyer Dr. Alicia Grant, and we're expecting our second child. Mrs. Leong, now 83, advocates for seniors. Ms. Thompson, a nurse, mentors single moms. The Wilsons, once my tenants, are close friends. Their son studies law to fight injustice. Evelyn, post-prison, lives in a motel apartment, working a call center job. Her license ban is permanent, her reputation ruined. She claims she was misunderstood, showing no remorse. Maplewood's festival celebrates our diversity, a rebuke to her prejudice. Her tyranny united us, proving that justice prevails when good people fight back. What do you think? Have you faced bullies like Evelyn in your community? Share your thoughts below, especially on confronting abuse and injustice. Take a stand, and let's discuss.